Hello, and welcome to this Divine Partnership video. Please don't mind the neighbor in the background who is using his leaf blower to attempt to clean up after a cherry blossom tree, which is a little futile, but it's amusing to watch. This video is going to be Path of the Empress, Step 10. And it's going to be kind of an absurdity embracing, because what I'm going to say is that after you have completed 1 through 9, in whatever order that has been right for you, you're likely going to start to notice that the more in alignment you get with yourself and the less you hold the relationship out of place, whether you know you're divine masculine or not, the more you're going to see signs of them reciprocating. And as that happens, you're probably going to get excited. And the thing is, one, you're not done healing yet. You're not done. Well, you'll never fully be done, but you're not done in terms of this process. This is actually part of your healing. And it's going to be like this hot, cold, push-pull sort of thing, to where you get into alignment with you. You actually start to feel good. You're not worried about what's going on with the relationship or where they are or what's going on. And because you do that, like, you stop directing all your energy at them, and then the soulmate twin flame aspect kicks in, and they feel that you're no longer giving them all of your attention. Now, it's likely subconscious because they don't realize that there is also a telepathic energetic connection, but they're going to feel it. They're going to feel that your attention is elsewhere, and somewhere within them, instinctually, they're going to think that it's going to somebody else, and that's not something that you want to create. That's actually their shadow work to deal with. And the amazing thing is as you work on yourself and you don't get entangled in other sorts of karmic relationships with people, they will follow their instincts to see what you are up to and see that you are not getting entangled in other things, and that will make them more curious about why they feel so called to see what you're doing, why they feel so worried about you not waiting or possibly being your attention going to another person, and that will help them heal challenges with jealousy and envy and things like that. It'll probably likely even trigger them to be jealous of your healing process, which is amusing, very amusing, but embrace the absurdity of it. If you are not engaging in childish drama or using other people as a tool of distracting yourself from doing your inner healing work, they still have to deal with their jealousies, and so where's that going to go? They're going to assume, well, consciously or subconsciously, they're going to be jealous of you doing your healing work. And they're going to want a piece of that. They're going to want to understand, how are you doing that? In this day and age, to be single and happy, like, that seems like an absurdity to a lot of people. It really does. Like, how can you be single and happy? How can you be thriving? How can you be owning your feelings and being authentic and not, like, just broken down hiding in a corner? Because that's what a lot of people fear happens. It's not, but that's what they fear. And so as that happens, you're going to get some push-pull. You might even get some conflict going on, especially as you're still going through the first set of these cycles. You'll go through many. But as you go through them, they're going to be confused by what you're doing, especially if you, in process of creating a new beginning for yourself and for them, and letting the old relationships go. If you've known them, they might think that you're trying to start some sort of drama. You're trying to make them jealous, and you get into some conflicts, and then they see that's not it. But they see you're still, sometimes your energy's on them and sometimes it's away. You get that push pull. You're not crazy. It is happening. And as that happens, they see more and more that you are healing and that you are an empress. You are not a queen. You're not a page. You're not one of the other elementals in the world stage that they are used to. You are feminine. You are divine feminine. You are radiant. You are the sun card. You are the star card. You are the lover's card. You are ease and love and health and radiance and self-worth. And the more you stay in that energy, the more they will want to not just be near you. The more that, if they're your divine masculine, this is one way you can tell, they won't just want to be near you, they will want to emulate what you are doing, which is partly because with the twin flame and soulmate dynamics, you reflect each other to such a degree that if you do that, they must do that, because you would then make yourself the higher vibration. But it's also, how would I even put it? It's not just about the magic of that reflection. It is a sign that a person is ready to leave behind being a karmic and become a divine partner, because they likely have never seen somebody model that sort of behavior. And when you start doing it, you heal, you apologize, you claim you claim your BS, you own it, and for every limb that gets chopped off in the process, you regrow a newer, healthy one, like a starfish. And it's likely that while you're doing that, they're dealing with Hydra-like beings who every time they cut off a limb, they grow 3 more, and they're like the heads of monsters. So you're going to look appealing, but the work you're doing is going to look appealing, and that's what you want. So, allow yourself to feel a little excitement when you manifest a message from them, or when you get into a receptive enough mode to manifest a message from them. But don't don't over focus on it. Don't well, I'm gonna say don't. You're likely gonna overfocus on, especially if you have gone through weeks or months of not communicating. If you've been in no contact, it is a little difficult to see a positive message from them and not be like, oh my god, oh, my fucking heart feels so much better, even if it's a cruddy message. I just feel like I'm talking to them. And then you start thinking about the future and getting better and working it out and things like that. No, stop. Go to my video that says alignment made easy. Stop. And go back to step 9 and new beginnings. Don't hold yourself in place. New beginnings, multiple avenues. Be open and just practice a space of calm gratitude. Especially because, to use a fun metaphor, your divine masculine is currently in a place of being like a feral kitten whose feral kitty cat mother has taught it to run at the slightest sign of danger, with a little rustle of leaves, a groan of a person, anything. And if you are trying to, say, rescue or entice a kindle of kittens out, so that which you can see them or help them or just make sure that they're okay, you have to be able to sit and pretty much meditate, be very quiet. And you put some food out, you can't even put it near you at first. You have to put it away from you, and you just sit and be a quiet observer so that they can see you observing. And slowly, each day, you move yourself closer to the food source. And then as you get closer to the food source, you put the food source in your lap. And after however long it takes, because it's up to the kitten, not to you, however long it takes for them to get comfortable to come and eat that food from your lap or your hand or right near you, only after that can you slowly start to offer your hand to pet them. And that's going to scare them a little bit. And then once they realize, oh, that feels nice, this is a nice person, they're not going to eat me or hurt me or steal me away from my family, then you start to build a bond. And you want to kind of look at what your divine masculine is going through in kind of a similar situation, because whether you've met them or not, or you're in, if you're in relationship or even in separation with them, they are being reborn. Like whatever it is that they've jumped into, or that you jumped into that's triggered them, it's causing them to go through phoenix moments and tower moments that spirit's using those moments to shed their old layers of skin and put them in butterfly moments, going through metamorphosis, and when they come out of that, it's funny because they should be a butterfly, but they're more like a kitten. And you got to really be able to get to a place to where you are comfortable with them taking whatever amount of time they're going to take. And the irony is the universe sets that pace, that divine timing, at whatever the pace it is that you need in order to learn to be happy with however long it takes. That's the irony in it. When you can be comfortable with whether it's tonight, like 5 minutes from now, or 5 years from now, then you will have it. But you have to be able to get to that point and then not think, okay, I'm comfortable with it being in 5 minutes or 5 years, so why isn't it happening right now? No, you're still not there yet. And in the, and in the tarot decks, tens are like nines are the ending of a cycle technically, but the 10th card is when that lesson is learned. So like 10 of Pentacles is the grandfatherly wisdom. It's also the marriage card. The 10 of Wands is a card of burdens, but they're being released. The 10 of Swords is actually the true death card in the deck, but it's about an end of anxieties and cycles of thought that are holding you back, and it's about ascension, like enlightenment. And the 10 of Cups is happy family card, and in the major arcana, the 10th card is the Wheel of Fortune, the Wheel of Destiny. So that means once you hit the 10, the universe shakes things up again. Which is hence why I thought to do this video where, when you start following what I'm suggesting and reaching out to me to get the little fun details that I haven't put into video form yet, and you start aligning with your soul tribe, and you start feeling good and feeling better, and you start to hear communication from your divine masculine, you're going to get super excited, and that's going to create highs and drops and things like that. And that's where you got to work on this. You got to work on this. It ain't time yet. Anytime it's in divine timing, and that's what this lesson is about. So please, I have many people that often find their way to me in this stage. I am more than happy to chat with you. Please reach out, messages below. Find me on Facebook. I have a page, Divine Partnership Coaching, or like and subscribe. I'm here, and that's part of my role in all this, is to be a helper, a permission giver, and a mistake maker.